Ladies and gentlemen, how many times have you heard some old, tired Hollywood creative say, "We're going to update," insert franchise here, "for modern audiences," implying that said franchise was dated in the first place? And this brings me back around yet again to the subject of modern mythology. For those new to the channel, this is my term for the modern classics, as in made in the last 120 years or so. Star Wars is a good example of this, as a franchise that had something for just about everyone, from movies and comics to tabletop RPGs and novels. And while the overall setting is science fantasy, that is an extremely broad canvas which George Lucas took full advantage of in creating his extended universe, which Disney decided to put down and get rid of, and replace with new content that was updated for modern audiences, which from a business standpoint makes no sense. However, it probably did make a lot of sense to Disney at the time from a ESG propaganda stance. After all, most people were willing to give The Force Awakens a chance. And then it became clear that all Disney intended to do was take the first three films and update them for modern audiences, by race and gender swapping a few characters here and deconstructing and killing off a few characters there, because forget the past, kill it if you have to. The Odyssey and the Legend of Beowulf are still a good read even today because, while they do speak to the ancient Greek and Anglo-Saxon perspectives respectively, they are universal in their themes. Anyone can read Beowulf and find something to aspire to, just as anyone can watch the original trilogy and find something worthy of admiration. But modern Star Wars? Heck, modern Hollywood films in general. The characters range from incompetent to mentally deficient at best. The same can be said of the latter-day MCU. Iron Man, over the course of the first couple of films, gets redeemed from a selfish evil billionaire to an actual hero. Now let's look at Wanda in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. She's willing to kidnap an alternate version of herself's kids from another universe because she imagined them into existence in hers while she was torturing an entire town of people, might I add, and yet we're supposed to view her sympathetically. The truth is that modern audiences want what people have always wanted in their stories: escapism, not proselytization. And Hollywood refuses to give them that, and so they have largely jumped ship to greener pastures that still provide that sweet, sweet storytelling that has not been completely co-opted by the message TM. And that's all I've got for today, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Pete, the Radical Nerd, signing off.
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
You serious?